This is Curran Bhatia. I'm here with Zab Judah. Zab, we saw you in the ring last in June. The fight did not go your way, and then there were some medical issues after. Are you all recovered? Everything good?
Yeah, man. Well, I'm not all good, but I'm all healed up, and I'm out of the woods, as they would say. You know what I'm saying, doctor? I'm out of the woods, and I'm just coping and dealing with day-to-day life. You know, my last fight was a tragedy. You know what I'm saying? We came in and we found out a guy was, he didn't play so much good fair ball. You know what I'm saying? And and due to that, I was in the hospital. I was in the coma and I had brain surgery, and I came out of it now. And God is the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Here's a fighter. You're looking at a fighter right here that went through brain surgery after 24 years of fighting. God is the greatest.
It's great that you're back together. You're speaking well. You seem well. In terms of boxing, are you going to hang it up? Are you done? Or do you want to continue your boxing career?
Well, at the current moment right now, I'm retired. I'm done with boxing. I'm finished right now. Boxing been good to me. I've been good to boxing. I think 6-time champion of the world, 3 different weight classes. I fought the biggest and the best of our generation, our time. I mean, I had fun.
You fought the best in the world, Mayweather, Amir Khan, and we could go down the list. It's on and on, a who's who in the welterweight division. What was when you look back at your career, what was the top fight for you? What was the top moment for you?
Well, every fight was very special and exciting to me. So I think that there's no fight that stands out more than another. But I think that, what I'm saying, because every fight was a work in preparation, what I'm saying, a toughness. And, I have some favorite fights. I mean, one of my favorites is going to St. Louis the second time and beating Corey Spinks. The most toughest fight I've been in was with Mickey Ward. The most hardest puncher I ever fought was Lucas Matisse. The most skillful fighter I ever fought was, of course, Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? And hey, it goes on. You know what I'm saying?
We always look back at those first 4 rounds against Mayweather. You had him figured out there. Did you feel that in the beginning, that the momentum was all in your favor in the beginning of that fight?
Well, I mean, me and Floyd knew each other from young. You know what I'm saying? So he knew me. I knew him. He knew my weaknesses. He was waiting for me to get tired. You know what I'm saying? I knew that early. If I catch him good, I could put him to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, listen, it was fun. I mean, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's my brother. I wish him well. He wishes me well, and sky's the limit, and God is the greatest.
And the moment where you kind of pushed him, you knocked him back a little bit. His glove may have touched the canvas. Do you think that should have been a knockdown in that fight?
Well, myself and the rest of the world, and I think yourself too, agree that that was a knockdown. You know what I'm saying? But of course, we didn't get the just due on record. But you know what I'm saying? As long as people's eyes see it, you can never fool the people, you know what I'm saying? So I'm 100% excited and happy for that kind of situation.
And the rest of that fight, did he make the adjustments there? Was he able to make the adjustments in that fight?
Yeah. Inside the fight, he done great. At the end of the fight, he picked up well and turned it around, and he did his thing. You know what I'm saying?
When you look at the welterweight division now, obviously we had Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman was a great fight. We have Spence Porter coming up. It's still a red hot division, just like it was when you were active in your prime as well. What do you make of the division right now? Who's on the top of your list right now in the welterweight division?
Right now, the division is hot, man. Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Are the 2 elite. I think that in my book, I give number 1, they got to split it because they both my boys. I love them both, and they both southpaws, and I say that they should split the number 1 thing, and then everybody else is under them.
When you look back at your great career, like we talked about, you had so many good wins and a few losses as well. Is there any regrets? Anything you look back you would have done differently?
Nah, nothing different that I would have ever done with my career, because if I change one thing, then I gotta change everything. You know what I'm saying? So the way the cookie crumbled was the way it was supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? I had fun. And by the way, I ate the whole cookie, and I had fun.
You absolutely did. And last question, we talked about what happened to you after your last fight, and fighter safety has been in the news. What can we do with our sport to make it safer? What do you think, as someone who's been in so many great fights, what do you think we could do to make our sport safer?
Well, I'm campaigning right now. I'm all for fighter safety right now. And, I think that all fighters that's taking illegal banned substance, they should be thrown out of boxing. They should never be able to be allowed to compete and touch boxing gloves again. If you cannot be the man with your own skills, then get out of the sport. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair for people that use these enhancements to try to make themselves Superman. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is me standing here. I went through brain surgery. I could have died. There was 3 other fighters, I want to say rest in peace, who that passed away after me. with the same situation. So I could have passed away from the situation. So me, I'm a #1, the spokesman for clean boxing today.
So are you saying fighters who have a one-time drug test, like a Canelo or a Jarrell Big Baby, are you saying they shouldn't be allowed to fight again? Then?
No. Hands off. Especially when you get tested and your level of PEDs is so high. That's bullshit. You should be banned from boxing and never be allowed to put on boxing gloves ever again.
So one strike, you're out rule.
One strike is out. That's right. Because it's not fair.
Zab Judah, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad your spirit's up, and I'm glad you're recovering from your last fight. And if it is the end, wish you all the best in retirement.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.